Peace and blessings, everybody. What is going on? This is day 28 of the 90-day game dev challenge. I didn't get as much as I wanted done on the game itself because I was working on objective number 1, in which I am building a powerful ecosystem, man, that I will share with y'all probably the following video. But we did manage to get some enemy hit reaction going on, with some flinch and step back, knockback. And then we got some enemy launching or huge knockback going on. And one more thing, something critical happened, man, to somebody that's very related to the project and that's very close to me, and I will share that at the end of this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I managed to get a flinch hit reaction working. One of the only problems was that the direction that the enemy would face when getting hit is it should face you when it's getting hit, like even if you hit the character from behind. So I got that working. And then the next thing was getting the enemy to launch, or like a big knockback when you hit them after they die. And pretty much like I was having trouble with this because I forgot some of the general rule of thumb things. Like you're supposed to turn off root motion. If you're not using root motion, you're supposed to turn off like nav mesh agent because it'll conflict with the physics and the rigid body stuff. So I would hit this man and he would literally act like he's going to heaven, like he's just floating off into space. And I would hit him and he would just twirl all over the place. And I was like, oh, what is going on here? Oh my goodness, look at him. Oh, look at him. But I managed to get it fixed. Check it out. Yo, we got it working. I just knocked this man out. I just knocked him all out there, bro. Look at him. He just knocked him. Oh, look at him. He just beat the brakes off him. This man Seth's gonna be busting heads. He gonna be like, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, he gonna hit him. He gonna be like, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be like Dragon Ball Z. Hold on. We got I might have to pull that up. Do it now, Gohan. So we got it to where he's launching, right? And you see it launching at different speeds, trajectories, and things. So I think what I need to do is I need to add some gravity. I need to give it a wait time, and I need to add gravity or something. So he'll have a trajectory. He'll start falling. All right, y'all. So then we have the life challenges. So distractions in the work environment can really mess up your energy, man. And that was one thing this past 7 days. There was some distractions in the environment, and I had to really draw some strict boundary lines around those distractions because it was just the energy. It was messing up my flow, man. When you in flow state, you don't want nothing disturbing that. You don't want no type of trash dropping in your stream or nothing. You don't need that. It'll really block the creative like process, and also just progress, man. So very important to protect that. And it was, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Next thing is, man, y'all, so I spoke about some very important and critical. There is a critical ongoing situation with somebody that I love in my family, and pretty much an accident happened, and she's in the hospital right now. So I'm going to share a little bit of footage of what let's just cut to it. I got some news now. Me personally, man, I don't really like to share my personal life when it comes to like YouTube or anything like that, but this is related to this whole journey of this project and everything. And I have somebody with me that's very important to me, that's been an anchor in my family, and she contributed to the project in a way that I didn't imagine. So, you know, I thought about it, man. I was just like, man, you know, and I asked her if she's okay with it. And I said, you know what? I know God asked me to share my testimony in terms of this whole thing. I think I've been way too undercover about everything going on, which is partly why there hasn't been progress in certain areas, because no one knows about what we're doing. But anyway, so I just wanted to take this time, man. I'm here at the hospital with my aunt. Our first Kickstarter failed. It failed, and you know, if it wasn't for her, man, if it wasn't for her stepping in, because we were going to go to PAX and also try to get a publisher or investor, and she stepped in with an investment that allowed us to be able to go to the convention, to be able to build the prototype, a tech demo that we took there. And you know, if it wasn't for her, man, like we wouldn't have been able to do any of that. Even me being in this 90-day game challenge, I probably wouldn't even be in this if it wasn't for her. And like I said, she's definitely been a powerful anchor in our family, stepping in for so many things. But this thing is related to the project, and I just wanted to show you guys, just like, you know, just real life stuff, man. A lot of corporations and things that people are out there, and you don't really get to connect to the human part of somebody creating a company or building a project. So yeah, you know, I'm just here with her right now, and I came out to visit, and just trying to get some delicious food in her body so she can restore and recover, because honestly, I would like to see my aunt up and going. And I said, you know what, I'm in a similar position where I'm getting back on my feet right now. You know, even though I can walk around physically, financially and things, I'm not really able to do that. So I said, you know what, this is a powerful moment, because I want to see my aunt on the other side. You know, once at the end of this challenge, that she's up and walking physically, and I'm up and walking financially in my life, and I have stability, and I've held back from having kids and stuff like that, man, because of that. You know, I have not stabilized myself there, and I want my aunt to be able to, if God wills it, man, to see my first kid. If I was to have a kid or get married, I want her to be there. Anybody, man, all my prayer warriors, please put out some prayers. Definitely appreciate it. I think you all should know vital people that stepped in for this project. You should definitely know that this is not, I'm not funded by no big corporation. I'm not funded by some, you know, like, this is my family stepping in, you know. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see by the end of this challenge, the both of us, hopefully some of those things I talked about, we can experience together. I played some dominoes with her the last time we hung out. I would love to play more games with my aunt, and when we come out and get into a better place. So I'll catch y'all later. Yo, I'm leaving the hospital right now, man. I'm gonna rap with y'all, man, when I get out of here. I just left the room my aunt's in. It's wild, man. It's wild. So yeah, y'all, you know, I had a conversation with my aunt, very deep conversation, before I recorded that video. And she dropped some gems on me, man. Like, I was basically telling her that I didn't want her investment to go in vain. And, you know, that one of the reasons why I also wanted to be successful and generate some type of wealth is so I could give back to her, you know? And she just said, like, She just told me to believe, to trust, and not to analyze things too much. And that really hit me, man. I'm still processing that and thinking about that. But she told me, like, I invested in what you were doing because I believed in what you were doing. Nothing else, nothing more than that, not needing anything back in return or anything. And, this conversation really opened my mind because it showed me I'm on to something bigger. My path is bigger than just a game. Like, even sharing this experience, with you all, and there's so many levels to it. So she really opened my mind when she dropped that gem on me, man, because I know I can analyze things too much and try to put actions together for that, but there's also a lot of things that you got to let go, and my faith is let go, let God. So, and yeah, man. So like I said, it's an ongoing. She's recovering right now. She's recovering, and it's a slow process. She has to relearn to walk and stuff. And so like I said, all my prayer warriors, man, just please pray for her health, her prosperity, and yeah, man, yeah. I will. Like I said in that clip, I want to see her this end of this challenge. I want to see her moving around, and I want to see myself on my path moving around, man, and doing what needs to be done. So I think that's it, y'all. I think that's all I got for y'all right now. So I appreciate y'all, man. Peace, love, and blessings, everybody. If anybody else is going through some challenges and things, I just pray and declare blessings over your life, and peace, and may the Most High be with you. Anyway, y'all, that's it. As I seek first the kingdom and the righteousness, his righteousness, we prevail. We in the right place at the right time. Bare hand, we out.